Đi nào đó biết. Rồi mình
You know, like Stanley, you told me to use it.
Really?
Yeah, you did.
I told you I would.
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Breaks into the open. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Catch in the middle. It's Davidson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The return is brought down at the 45, and the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
To the ground with the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter. Defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left but wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it. Hey, if they can stop him on third down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Making side adjustments here. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Tigers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
To the air, it's Walters. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Quarterback adapting. Got some room and under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look him scramble around, make something out of nothing, run it in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Stanford. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The run from the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's got it on the right. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Can't get it to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Hits him with a stiff arm. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking for room, it's Henderson. Finds some fresh air. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to throw. It's Knight. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Auburn.
That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Finds a man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Oh, they're after him. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Walters. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
This time it's complete. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Walters. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Creates a little room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and short kick. And it'll come to rest just inside the 50-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Walters. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
At the 42-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass and forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
The hand to the running back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Walters. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He hurls one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Leaves it with the running back. Running into the open space. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They'll immediately call timeout.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on third down. To the air, it's Knight. The sweet feet buy a little time. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting the first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Knight. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
To the air. It's Knight. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space.